the vastness of the African savanna lived Alfonso, a majestic lion with a heavy heart. Life's struggles had worn him down, and he felt defeated by the constant difficulties. Hunting had become increasingly arduous. Hunger pressed hard, and loneliness weighed heavily on his spirit. On a particularly somber day, Alfonso took refuge under the shade of a leafy tree, lamenting his fate. It was then that the goat, with its curved horns and sharp gaze, approached him. "Why so discouraged, king of the forest?" the goat asked with irony in its voice. "Life's hardships are for the weak, those who lack the will to overcome obstacles." The goat's words struck Alfonso like poisoned arrows. Already weakened, the goat's biting criticism only deepened his despondency. "Maybe you're right," Alfonso murmured, bowing his head. "Maybe I'm not strong enough." The goat, satisfied with the effect of its words, smiled maliciously and walked away, leaving Alfonso even more desolate and hopeless. However, amidst the darkness, a faint light appeared. A majestic owl, with piercing eyes and ancient wisdom, landed beside Alfonso. "Don't be discouraged by the goat's words," the owl said with a calm and serene voice. "Strength doesn't only lie in physical bravery, but also in perseverance and wisdom." Alfonso looked at the owl with a thread of hope. "But how can I overcome so many challenges?" he asked, describing the difficulties he faced. Arduous hunting, constant hunger, loneliness, and the dangers of the savanna. The owl listened attentively and then said, "With each obstacle you face, you become stronger and wiser. Learn from your mistakes, seek help when needed, and never give up on your dreams." The owl's words resonated in Alfonso's heart. He stood up with renewed force, ready to face the challenges that life had in store for him. The journey would be tough, but he knew he was not alone. The owl's wisdom would accompany him, and his inner strength would guide him towards a better future. Along the way, Alfonso faced various trials. He battled hungry hyenas trying to steal his prey, fought against fierce storms that left him drenched and lost, and endured the pain of loneliness on cold, dark nights. Yet in every challenge, he remembered the owl's words. He learned from his mistakes, sought help when needed, and never gave up on his dreams. With each step, he grew stronger, wiser, and more confident in himself. On his epic journey through the African savanna, the brave lion found himself lost in a dense, unfamiliar forest. His search for food had led him far from his usual paths, and now he was surrounded by tall trees and tangled vines. Suddenly, a peculiar sound caught his attention. Crack, crack, crack. It was the sound of a giant tortoise, dragging its robust shell and slow steps across the damp ground. Alfonso approached cautiously, curious about the peculiar creature. As he drew near, he encountered the tortoise, who looked at him with tired eyes and a raspy voice. "What brings you to these lands, young lion?" it asked without enthusiasm. Alfonso, ever polite, explained that he was searching for food and had lost his way. "Ah, the search for food," the tortoise sighed. "An arduous and thankless task. Why strive so much if life is just a series of disappointments?" The tortoise's words hit Alfonso like a punch to the stomach. He had never thought of life this way. He had always believed that struggle was worth it, that effort was the key to success. But now, the tortoise's words made him question everything he believed. "But life isn't just that," Alfonso protested, trying to keep the flame of hope alive. "There are so many good things in the world. Nature's beauty, the joy of friendship, the satisfaction of a job well done." The tortoise merely chuckled, a low, sad sound that echoed through the forest. "You are young and naive," it said. "With time, you will see that life is just a series of disappointments. It's better to give up now before it's too late." Alfonso fell silent, pondering the tortoise's words. A shadow of doubt loomed over his heart. Was the tortoise right? Was life really so cruel and meaningless? renewed determination, Alfonso addressed the tortoise. "Thank you for your words, but I disagree. I believe life is a precious gift, and every day is a new opportunity to learn and grow. I won't give up on my dreams, no matter how difficult the path may be." The tortoise watched in silence for a moment, its tired eyes showing a faint glimmer of surprise. Then it turned and slowly moved away, leaving Alfonso alone in the forest. Alfonso continued on his path, his heart still weighed down by the tortoise's words, but with a firm resolve in his goals. He knew the journey would still be tough, but he was determined to overcome every obstacle and achieve his dreams. Having faced numerous challenges, from arduous hunting to the solitude of the night, his physical and mental strength was beginning to wane. On a particularly dark day, Alfonso took refuge in a dark, damp cave. Depressed and hopeless, he questioned the meaning of life, why he faced so many difficulties, and whether it was worth continuing the fight. Suddenly, a celestial light illuminated the cave, brightening the dark space. Surprised, Alfonso looked up and saw an angelic figure before him. The angel was beautiful and radiant, with snow-white wings and a serene smile. "Don't give up, Alfonso," the angel said in a soft, soothing voice. "Life is a long and hard journey, but full of rewards for those who persevere." Alfonso was amazed by the angel's presence and comforting words. He asked the angel, "But why me? Why do I have to face so many difficulties?" The angel smiled again and said, "Because you are strong, Alfonso. You have the heart of a lion and the will of a true warrior. The challenges you face are only tests to make you stronger and wiser." Alfonso pondered the angel's words for a moment. He knew the angel was right. The difficulties had shaped him into a more resilient and determined lion. "But how can I overcome these challenges?" he asked, still with doubts in his heart. The angel approached Alfonso and touched his forehead with the tip of a finger. "Trust in God, Alfonso," the angel said. "God resides within you. Just listen to him carefully." Then the angel disappeared, leaving Alfonso alone in the cave. But the celestial light still shone in his heart, and the angel's words echoed in his mind. Alfonso emerged from the cave with renewed strength, ready to face the challenges ahead. With courage and wisdom, he trusted in himself and the wisdom the angel had awakened in his heart. Alfonso's story continues, and the future is uncertain. But one thing is clear. He is no longer the despondent lion who sought refuge in the dark cave. He is Alfonso, the courageous, wise, and persevering lion who relentlessly strives to achieve his goals, guided by the light of God and the strength within him. Often, we go through the same difficulties as Alfonso, or even worse. We are tested and challenged, but we must remember that everything that happens is to prove and show us that we are capable of overcoming any obstacle. Jesus said, "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Jesus affirms in his words that we will do the same works he did, or even greater, if we believe. There is nothing too difficult that we cannot achieve, and when we think something is impossible, we must call on God. He will act in the impossible in our lives. Whatever it may be, never stop calling on our Father, who sees everything, hears everything, knows our hearts and all our needs. If this message has touched your heart in any way, please share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment with your experiences, something that has made an impact on your life so far, and share your stories with us. God bless you, and we hope to see you in the next video.